Hello dear traders and partners of AMarkets. My name is Daria, I'm the financial advisor, and today we are going to discuss the situation in the global financial markets. So let's get started. Now EURUSD and the single currency rallied on Thursday despite broader dollar appreciation, largely thanks to the European Central Bank's strategic review announcement. While the Frankfurt-based institution is now aiming for the symmetric inflation target of 2% rather than an upper limit at that level, it refrains from bolder moves. Unlike the Federal Reserve, ECB President Christine Lagarde said the price increases would not offset past mild inflation. Moreover, European underlying trends are focusing on the consumer price index rather than less volatile prices, as the Fed is doing. Immediate resistance can be seen at 1.20. The breakout to the upside can trigger growth towards 1.2035. Next, GBPUSD, and the GBP rose against the USD after falling below 1.39 a day earlier, following the long-awaited Bank of England monetary policy decision. The pair resumed its growth today. The movement is primarily caused by the sluggish movement of the US dollar. The dollar dipped below 91.80 and traded at a loss of 0.04%. Investors appreciated the Fed's stance on inflation, as the central bank's top priority is economic growth and improving labor market conditions. US Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell has once again downplayed the risk of inflation. Immediate resistance can be seen at 1.3942. The breakout to the upside can trigger growth towards 1.3980. Last XAU USD, and gold rises above the 1800 level, continuing the rise of the previous day on Monday, but failed to maintain the growth momentum. The rebound in US Treasury yields from lower levels put pressure on the yellow metal. The rise in the yield on the 10-year benchmark US bonds supports the demand for the US dollar. The high value of the dollar makes gold more expensive for holders of other currencies. Meanwhile, renewed fears of rising coronavirus cases due to the highly contagious variant of Delta are forcing investors to invest in gold. Gold prices jumped on the back of its appeal. Sentiment heightened further as minutes from the US Federal Reserve meeting last week showed that no further significant progress can be made in the economic recovery, but progress is expected to continue. Immediate resistance can be seen at 1843.50. The breakout to the upside can trigger growth towards 1886.70. So for now, these are the main trading ideas for the upcoming trading session. Thank you for your attention, subscribe to our channel, and we will do our best for you to reach success trading with AMarkets.